How to give up on your diet and still lose weight. Listen, right now I want you to give up your diet. I want you to stop. I want you to stop dieting altogether. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Because some of you are not listening to me. You're not listening to my content. You're scrolling past going, oh, that's interesting. I might do that sometime. You can lose weight and never, ever, 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 ever have to diet in your life again. This could be the very last video I do on calories because I'm fucking sick of talking to some of you because you're not listening. You're not listening. You do not have to go on a diet to lose weight. In fact, you should never diet again. Now, obviously, I'm about a healthy lifestyle. I'm about getting the balance right. I'm about eating food that is naughty and bad for you in moderation. I'm also about eating a lot of good and healthy food. What I'm going to present to you today is facts, data, analysis, scientific, statistical data that's not boring, that I can make as exciting and enthralling as possible through the movement of my arms and the expression of my voice, but actually show you how little tiny changes in your day-to-day can get you dropping an immense amount of weight in the next few weeks. In fact, you could probably lose up to half a stone to a stone in the next month or two if you follow the advice I'm about to give. You ready? Let's go. So, on the table here, I've got variation of items which some of you might consume daily. And if we consider something like, for example, a can of Coke. This is a regular daily occurrence for some people. Some people might drink 4 or 5 of these a day. Some people might just have a can after lunch, for example, or a can on a night time for their meal. Depends, right? Let's consider if weight loss is your goal, calories matter, right? Calories that you are consuming. Now, all of these in some retrospect contain calories. Some more than others, some less. Now, if we take this as an example, a regular, what we call full fat, full sugar, however you want to phrase it, a full sugar can of pop. If we were to look at the statistics on a can of Coke, 1 can of Coca-Cola has 139 calories. So this can, if I was to drink the whole thing, I'd be consuming 139 calories. Now, if I was to put this to one side and swap it for a Pepsi Max, which in my opinion is a far fucking better tasting drink, I would then be consuming 1 calorie. Yes, no shit, 1 calorie. Do the math. 139 versus 1. Now, yes, we can go down the route of it's not healthy, it's aspartame, it's processed, it's all this, that and the other. But when it comes to losing weight, not getting diabetes, not feeling like a fat fuck, these choices matter. So swap your full fat Coke for a sugar-free alternative and you could be saving, especially when it comes to things like full fat Coke, up to 138 calories a day. Now, what I'm gonna do on this video is I'm gonna times everything by 7. Let's consider it, just for argument's sake, you have 1 thing of these every day of the week, right? Which a lot of people do, right? Over the course of a week, if you were to consume 1 can of Coke, just 1 can of full fat sugar Coke every single day, you would be consuming 973 calories a week on just 1 can of Coke. 973 calories of liquid sugar. However, if you drank a can of Pepsi Max every day or a can of Coke Zero every day, you would be saving approximately 966 calories. You would be not consuming just by switching up from the full fat to the sugar-free. Next one, biscuits. Ooh, I do love a good chocolate hobnob, mate. Chocolate hobnobs are like crack, right? They're like crack cocaine because once you have one, you're like, another one. You know, when you go to your mum's for tea or your nana's and they're like, just have 1 biscuit, just have 1 biscuit, son. And then like you pack it later. Some people can eat 1 of these in 1 sitting or 2 sittings. That's a lot. Now, for argument's sake, I'm just gonna say that you consume 1 of these a day. Let's round it off. Now, I know you're never gonna have just 1, but if I consume 1 a day and then times it by 7, that could be your weekly take. So let's do that. So consider a packet of hobnobs. If you were to have 1 hobnob a day, it's 93 calories in a hobnob. If you were to times that by 7, which could be your weekly intake of hobnobs or biscuits, you would be looking at 651 calories a week of hobnobs. If you were to change to the delicious, which I'm not very fond of, Jaffa cakes, you'd be looking at saving up to 364 calories because in a Jaffa cake, there's less than half. There's 41 calories per Jaffa cake. So you can still eat the biscuits with the tea, just change the calorie content within. Next one, this one's quite extravagant actually. Monster energy drink, the green Monster. How many of you drink the full sugar Monster, right? Not the sugar-free version. Now in the can of green Monster, 1 green Monster, believe it or not, 237 calories. 237 calories in 1 green Monster. Guess how many in the sugar-free blue one? 12. 12. Think about that. You're saving every can 225 calories a can. That means if you were to have just 1 can of Monster every day, every week, if you swap to sugar-free, you'd be saving 1,575 calories. 1,575 calories. Mad, eh? Polo mints. There's not much difference between these. However, if you want to suck mints in the car, I like to suck mints in the car. If you are consuming 3 Polo mints a day, which is the average sort of portion size, you'd be looking at 18 calories, not very much. Switch to the sugar-free, 10 calories. There's a little bit of a difference. Now, if you were to do that every single day, it'll be 126 calories for 3 Polo mints a day, or 70 calories. So I think you're halving the calories already, straight away, just by doing little changes like this. So if you switch to the Polo sugar-free, and if you had 3 Polos every day, over the course of a month, you could save over 200 calories. Again, that will add to your weight loss. Kit Kat Chunky. Everyone loves a good Kit Kat Chunky. Now, Kit Kat Chunky contains 202 calories. Everyone likes a bit of chocolate, and a lot of people like to eat chocolate on a daily basis. However, if you were to switch from a Kit Kat Chunky to just 2 squares of Lindt 70% dark chocolate to still get your chocolate fix, you'd be looking at 127 calories. You'd be looking at 127 calories for the Lindt, or 202 for the Kit Kat Chunky. If you think about it, that would be a saving weekly, because if you're doing 202 calories times 7, 1,414 calories of chocolate every week if you just have 1 Kit Kat Chunky a day. If you'd have 2 squares of dark chocolate at 127 calories, that's only 889 calories, meaning on a weekly basis, you could be saving over 500 calories by just switching from milk chocolate to dark chocolate. Now, here's another fairly strange example, but I know not everybody eats these, but if we're taking into consideration Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop. I wonder why that is. They have an ingredient called monosodium glutamate, which is a brain chemical which makes things taste excruciatingly nice, which makes you want more in. And that's why when you pop, you can't stop. It's not only figuratively their slogan, but literally, you can't stop, your brain wants more, right? Many people could eat a half a packet of Pringles in one go. Maybe not a full pack, tube is a lot, but a half, probably an average person could probably do that. How many calories in a half a tub of these Malaysian red curry Pringles? 389 calories in half a tub of these. If we were to consider a pack of cheese and onion Walkers, we're looking at 166 calories. If you were to eat 3.5 of these a week, you'd be looking at 2,723 calories if you had a half a tube a day. Now, if you had 1 packet of Walkers every day, you'd be looking at 1,162. That's a saving of 1,561 calories over the course of a week. Now, if you look at the table that we have put on the screen here, that my right-hand man has kindly designed all lovely. Reminder, we can't do this on our own, we need help. And if you're not currently investing in a coach or mentor, maybe it's time to reach out to somebody. But you will see how the calories compare, what the calories are weekly, and how much you could be saving monthly if you just made these small changes. Now, I know that's going to be different depending on what you have, but you can see how these could add up. Coming back to me now, if I was to show you this is a pound of fat, a replica, right? In order to lose a pound of fat, we need to be in a 3,500 calorie deficit. Now, if you were to look back at that table, which we'll put on the screen now, you could lose 1 of these pounds of fat by simply swapping your full sugar Coke for a sugar-free one. You could lose 1 of these by quite simply, in fact, you could lose 2 of these by swapping half a tub of Pringles for a packet of Walker's crisps every day instead. You could use 2 of these in a month. If you made all of these changes, if we look back at the table right now, what you can see is that a combined calorie deficit, less calories taken in, just by making these simple changes, of a whopping 20,188. If we put that into consideration, if you were to do this exactly for a month, let's say you consumed all of these, as I said, daily, along with your normal food, and you changed these things that I said, you just changed them up, right? 20,000 calories. How many of these would you lose? You would lose over 5 of these, nearly 6, 5.5 pounds in a month, just if you change what you're already eating. No diet involved. Diet means restriction. Diet means stopping. Diet means crying. Diet means boredom. Diet means hating your life and it can't be arsed. I'm sick of this. I'm gonna eat rabbit food and I can't do anything. Dieting is fucking shit and you should never do it. Fuck dieting. It fucking sucks and it doesn't work, because guess what? It's temporary. But these are choices that you could make for a long time. I'm aware there's not much nutrition in this. I'm aware that this is just fucking fried potato. I'm aware that this is chemicals, but it's a hell of a lot better than being fat and diabetic. A hell of a lot better. And here's the thing with dieting. The reason why you don't need to do it is because you can just change what you're already eating for an alternative. So you never go hungry. Diet feels like starvation. And then diet is when you start losing the weight and people start going, you're too skinny you. All that bullshit. Not that I'm saying people don't need to lose weight and get lean, of course they do. But you can see the difference here now, right? You can understand in your mind, like, this calorie thing makes sense. I don't have to diet. I can just change the option that I'm having. I don't have to stop chocolate. People have this goal of stopping chocolate. Why? If you fucking love chocolate, eat fucking chocolate. Just make a better choice on the chocolate you eat. Gotta stop the crisps. Why? Just don't eat these crisps and eat these ones instead. Oh, fucking I love me pop though. Well, stop wanting to stop the pop. Just drink this kind instead. Find a sugar-free alternative that you enjoy. But I love myself a biscuit though, me tea. Have a fucking biscuit with your tea, man! I couldn't do without me energy drink. Are you paying attention? Are you fucking listening to what I'm telling you now? This is probably going to be the last video I ever do on calories because I'm sick of fucking repeating myself. Now what's up to you is to apply what you've learned here. Is to reach out to somebody, maybe it's myself or another online coach that you're not working with currently, that you need some help with and some guidance with, and to be around and be in the energy of and be in have the encouragement and support of, so that you're not left to your own devices. You can get some serious results by applying what I've done. Life-changing results you cannot get on your own. The lone wolf starves. But together you go far. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Find your team, find your tribe, find your community, find your group of people that push you, that challenge you, that get you to eat better, that get you to move more, that get you to feel healthier in your mental health. That's what matters. If you've enjoyed this video, if it's been valuable and useful, tag your friend in it, click the share button, spread the word wherever you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next one. If you'd like to learn how to create outstanding levels of energy, motivation, and self-control, my second book, Supercharged, the modern day guide to doing exactly that, is out now.